everybody, how are we all doing? Lovely to have you back here with me. It's Trudy at Trudy Tarot. Now, very exciting week this week. We have the spring equinox coming up on Thursday/Friday, so that's the 20th to the 21st of March. This is a very powerful time for manifesting. It's marking the start of the new astrological year. So now is a powerful time to start thinking about what you want to create into the next year. I see this as like, this is when you should be making your New Year's resolutions. The earth is reflecting the start of new things. Flowers are coming up. So in honor of that, I would like you all to pick a card. Please pick which resonates with you. So we've got Daisy, Dandelion and Snowdrop. And it may be a good time to pause the video, feel your way through, take what resonates with you. And if you enjoyed the reading, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to let me know how you found the readings in the comments below. See you in the readings. Bye. Hello, pile number one, you picked the Daisy. So let's see what is coming through for you this week, in this very exciting week. So, oh dear. Oh no. Sorry, absolute clumsy pot today. Okay, so what is needed from my Daisy pile this week? What does the universe need from you? Strength. Okay. And if you didn't follow the last reading I did, I started pulling a court card as well. So I'm pulling a major arcana and a court card for each of these things to help sort of give you some guidance about what you need to, like the energy you need to be sort of harnessing. Okay. King of Cups. Okay, so this is strange, but a bit unlike me, but it feels like a time to, if I'm going to word this right, work with your emotions to harness what you want to bring in, but also what you need to let go of. For some reason, it feels like to me that there might be something that really needs letting go of this week. Yeah, like could be a job, person, just even a habit. So maybe really start to think about what you, sorry, I haven't put them very well on the camera. So now is a really good time to think about that, to think about what is not serving you. And that's not always easy either. Well, it's never really easy, but it's going to be really important. And that takes strength. There's going to be needed. Remember, it's like people say, don't they, like that the hard decision is the best decision. So that takes strength. To make a hard decision to something, or the right decision is the hard decision, something like that. To do that, you need to have strength. That's going to be really important for you this week. So if you're feeling maybe a bit sort of lost and blurred, really harness into that strength inside of you, because it feels like that is what's going to help you master your emotions. That's what's going to help bring some stability and allow for new things to come in. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but it's a bit different to things that sort of usually come in for me. So what about your environment? What's going on in your environment? Judgment. I'm not putting these on the camera very well today, am I? Judgment. Knight of Coins. Okay. Yeah, it feels like there might be like this is really different to how I usually sort of see and read tarot, but I'm getting that, like, I'm feeling like there might be someone who's a bit annoying and is maybe assuming like that they know you around you, and it's a bit annoying. It might be someone that's like not been in for a while, like not been in your life. You might not have had that around you for a while, but it almost feels like an opportunity to own who you are and step into yourself, like your most authentic self, and use your voice. Like for me, it's feeling like that this is something's coming this week which is gonna make you have to use your voice, whether that is deciding to walk away from something. I just feel like this Knight of Coins is someone that is good but like doesn't really know, like they think they know everything, and that's not how I usually feel about that. That's just how I feel right now, just with this Judgment, because there might be, it just feels like you might be getting presented this week with stuff around you that you're like, oh, I don't want that. I don't think I want that anymore. Or maybe I did at one point, but I don't think I want that now. And there's people around you that maybe it feels like you're going to be shown what you don't want. So that strength and that mastering of your emotions is what is going to help you learn what you do want. I hope that makes sense. Let's put this here. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through for you, and hopefully we'll get a bit of sort of clarification on it. Remember the daisy, I made that daisy card, it's all about simplicity. It might be a time of remembering the simple things. It feels like sometimes things can get too complicated, or there might be just things where you're going like, oh, it's too much, like I don't actually want all that. Like it's simplicity, it's like beauty in simplicity, right? So it's also worth thinking about that and what that means to you. Okay, so we've got Two of Wands, Emperor, and the Hermit. Okay. So this Two of Wands is quite fitting for me, because it feels like it's you creating the vision of what you want. It's you building slowly that world and deciding what the dream is, which is very fitting for the start of a new cycle. Really think about what it is that you want to create in this year. Like maybe you can think about go to the big vision, then take steps back and see what's achievable in a year. Because I do think, sorry, my door just closed. That was strange. Because I do think it's going to be really important to visualize and be really, really clear on that visual. And I think it's a self-worth thing as well. This Hermit is encouraging you to soul search. And you see he's looking at the Emperor here. It's almost like he's being guided by this image of who you want to be. And it feels like this guy is looking away from it as well. The Hermit's looking down. It almost feels like you're not allowing the dream that you want to be to come into reality. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Because this Emperor is upside down. It's like, it feels like there's so much potential there. And you kind of know what you want it to be like, but you're like, oh, that couldn't happen, or I couldn't make that happen. Here's the dream, but well, is that likely? I think it's really going to be important for you to dream this week. And that is going to take a bit of soul searching. Remember, it's just a good time to like get everything out. Get everything out, see what you've got to work with, and then we're starting new. And that's why I think this Judgment and Knight of Coins is around in your environment. Like I'm saying, you might be presented with stuff that's like, oh, I don't want that, or I don't want to be like that. That's really good. So take note of that if it comes up, really take note. This Hermit and this King of Cups are going in hand as well. Because the King of Cups, like I was saying, mastering emotions, he understands himself. He understands the bad parts of himself. He understands the good parts of himself. He knows who he is. That takes strength to go through that journey and understand yourself and become the Emperor. But don't stop yourself from becoming the Emperor. Don't self-sabotage. Let yourself dream and go through the journey. Because that is what is going to help you get there. Take some time, take some quiet time to yourself, visualize, mind map, journal, anything, mood board, like however you work, because that is going to help this flip, and you will become this master of your own reality, as I would like to say. Okay, I think that's going to be all from me on that one. That's a bit of an interesting reading for me. It feels a bit different, but nonetheless, let's finish with one of these mushroom cards, my absolute favourite. True colours. Yeah, I feel like that's this and you, but like it feels like things are going to show themselves to you. Let the good and bad show itself to you, and watch like an observer. Watch like, okay, didn't expect that. Okay, well, clearly can't go in that direction. If you're walking down a path and then it says, you know, has a big sign, diversion, what are you going to do? Just turn around, start again, do something else. Go the other way, try the other way. And that's what this feels like, presenting itself to you. Oh no, okay, wasn't meant to do that. And that's going to help you find in yourself your true colours and your authenticity. All right, that's it from me. Lots of love, everybody. Have a good week. Happy spring equinox. And let me know if you enjoyed this reading in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Hello, everyone. You picked the Dandelion pile. So let's go ahead and see what is coming through for you this week. Oh, wrong deck. Okay, so what is needed from my lovely Dandelion people this week? The Hierophant. I'm going to put that up here. And if you didn't see a couple of my last readings, I've started now pulling a court card to give you an idea of the sort of energy you need to be bringing as a person as well, even though we've got the Hierophant here, so it's a bit more of a person already. Knight of Swords. Okay, I think this is going to be a week of decision. Important decision. That could be about what you're bringing in to your environment as the equinox sort of takes hold, as the new year takes hold. It could be deciding, don't want that, want that. And I think it might be an important time to be cutthroat, but not cutthroat like nasty, but cutthroat, like, I'm done with that, I'm worth more than that. The Hierophant I always think of as like, it's your connection. It's the thing that connects the earth and your higher self, your earthly self and your higher self. There's an element of self-worth, important self-worth involved in that, which means you go, I deserve better than that. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't care. I'm not doing it. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm actually done. It's draining me. It doesn't feel right. There's going to be, that isn't easy to do, but try and tune in to that higher self, what it wants, and whether something feels right or doesn't feel right for you. Because that's going to be really, really important this week. Because there might be something that comes up and you just go, you know what, I'm just not feeling it. I don't think that's right. I'm going to sack it off. I'm going to decide I don't want to take that anymore. And take that into my new year. Okay, this is the environment. And who else is in your environment? My Dandelion card. Knight of Cups. So I think there's going to be a bit of a contrast, okay? So I think we're going to have, so like I was just saying then, not doing that, not taking that, that is the devil, right? That's the devil going, come over here, don't you want this? And you're going, I actually don't. I'm done with that habit. I'm done with that bad thing. I'm done with that way of living my life. Like, I don't want this anymore. I know that I want this, but to know it, you have to kind of have an idea of what you do want, but you can find that through knowing what you don't want. And if something's feeling icky, trust your gut. This Knight of Cups is a good contrast, I think. I think he's going to be good for you this week. I think he's going to bring in some sense, and there might be stuff around, like I'm saying, that you'd be like, oh, just not, that doesn't feel right anymore. And it feels like there might be someone around you that's sort of the, almost like the voice of God. Trust them. So if you're around someone, if something's making you feel icky, and then you're also around somebody that makes you feel really safe, trust them. And it might be good to ask them about, do you think this would be right if I let go of this, or I decided to leave this, or that I want to go for this? Because they are a trusted source and they'll help you and support you. Because it can be quite cloudy when the devil's around and luring you in. So it's really a week so what's needed from you to really connect in with that higher self and really cut away those things that aren't serving you, and really start to literally cut them out of your life. I really like that he's got that sword, because he's just like, done. I don't want that. And it might be a good thing to have this Knight of Cups around as well, because they're a bit more emotionally led, in a time where you might be like, logically this doesn't work, done. This person's going to help you talk through it, so welcome them in. They will be good for you. Okay, what else does my Dandelion pile need to know? Queen of Wands reversed. The Moon. Ah. And the Star. That looks like lovely. I mean, that's nice, isn't it? Oh my gosh, I've just dropped these cards all over my desk. Queen of Wands is reversed, I think, because it's just this journey that's getting you to where you want to go. You're not quite there yet, but she is coming. This person full of passion, full of creativity, really lovely and bright and sunshiny, she is coming as this is you, and it's not quite emerged yet. It's still under the earth. Maybe the sprouts are coming up because you're still going through this deeper journey, maybe in the dark, which could be, you know, really heightened by this devil in your environment, this like these things that aren't serving you. So you're still a bit in the dark. Remember, that is where we start, where flowers start before they bloom. They've got to do all that work under the surface. But the star, which in this case could be the light that you're going towards, you are going towards the light. Just follow those little flickers of light that are in your life. Those things that make you feel really nice, those things that light you up, those things that make you just feel a bit warm inside, those things that feel like light, they are going to help guide you through the darkness. And the way of finding that light will also be cutting out these things. This Knight of Cups feels like the light to me. I would really maybe consider reaching out to a friend this week, like a really trusted friend. You know, when you hang out with those friends sometimes and you just go, oh, that was so nice. It might be that you haven't seen them in ages, or it might just be that you just really want to talk to someone really trusted. Those friends are so important, and it feels like it could be a good thing to reach out and just talk about anything. You might not even know what this is, but you might just get chatting and then be like, oh, this thing is really bothering me, or I'm not sure how I feel about that. Just really, I would see this Knight of Cups like your star, and they're going to help you this week find that connection, find that light, and help you get rid of something that isn't serving you, that you don't want to bring into the next year. Because this as well is, I've really lost my train of thought. It's just important. It's just important to talk to people. And it just feels like they're this light. They're going to help guide you. So I think it's going to be really important to reach out to them. This Queen of Wands also, it could be someone around, but I don't think it is. I think it's you, and I think it's who you're becoming. But you've got to go through this first to get there. Okay, let's finish off with one of my favourite. Oh, for God's sake. I've dropped these cards all over on everything I've done today. I'm just going to start again. My favourite deck, these. Absolutely love them. Okay. True colours. That's exactly what just came out for the daisy pile. That is funny. So it must be a similar energy that's going on this week. So stay authentic. Feel what is right for you. Look out for it in other people. I said this as well, like in the last one, is that let people show themselves to you. Because this devil could be a person, you know, it could be habits, person, job, whatever, that's not serving you. Let it show its true colours to you. Let it reveal itself to you. Don't go prodding about. Just trust how you feel about it, and trust, like, that's making me feel a bit icky. I don't think that's quite right. Trust that gut inside. Because true colours, you know, when people say like, oh, they've shown their true colours when they're angry or whatever, can also be a really good thing. And somebody really opening up and showing them their true self. And I think that's also what you're doing this week, and what this Knight of Cups is going to help you with. Right, if you enjoyed this reading, please comment. I would love to hear what you are liking about the readings, if it resonated with you. And please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. All right, bye-bye. Hello, pile number 3. You picked the Snowdrop. So let's go ahead and see what is coming up for you this week. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Nice. And I've said in the other 2 readings, if you haven't seen my videos for a while, I'm now picking court cards as well for the energy of what's needed from you, because we're sort of, I think it's good to kind of have an energy of a person. Right, let's take King of Cups then. To have that energy of a person. You know, I'll explain it. Anyway, Wheel of Fortune. Okay. This week, it's funny because there's kind of similar things that have been coming out, right? It just feels like, I just really feel like this week is like anything could happen. It genuinely feels like a week where it's like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Anything could happen. That's amazing. And that is the Wheel of Fortune. It is spinning, let it. And if you tune into the King of Cups, right, the King of Cups, he's a master of his emotions. He is open. He's authentic. He's been through a lot of darkness. He's been through that journey. He's finding and found himself. He's now a master of himself. He, with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like would just be like, oh, it's just spinning. If something bad happens, who knows? Could work out to be a good thing, could work out to be a bad thing. So if anything's going on, believe that the best could happen this week. I really think that's important. Believe that really good things could happen, and trust that really good things that happen. But trust if there are things happening that you're like, what the hell? That's not ideal. That is happening for good. Just what's the word? Detach from it a little bit. So let's see what's going on in your environment. The Empress. And who's in your environment? Ooh. Knave of Cups. So that's like a page for anyone that hasn't seen this deck. Okay, so we've got an Empress, we've got a Knave of Cups. The Empress is so, it's like I see, I don't know whether other tarot readers see this, but I really see the Empress like Mother Nature. She is just so lovely. She's just so lovely. And I just think that's what's going on around you, right? It's becoming spring. There's flowers, there's beauty, it's even smelling like spring. And I think this is going to be really important to appreciate that is going on in your environment, to appreciate what Mother Nature is giving to everyone. It's a week of gratitude. It's a week of, wow, again, you know, like when people say, it's like when the snowdrops come up again, everyone's like, oh, woo, like chuffed about it. And I think it's really lovely that happens. We all know every year the snowdrops are coming up. We all know in the winter that spring is coming. We don't seem to apply that to life. Sometimes we go like, this sucks, it's going to be like this forever. That's not how the world works. Spring is coming, spring is here. You know, lighter days, flowers, beautiful smells, birds, all of that is coming back in right now. And you're not going to see it for another year. So really, I would go and take a walk in your environment, wherever you are, and notice that. Like, nature is always giving itself to you. And if that's the Empress, it's like she's always giving because she knows it's a replenishing, a sustainable thing that she can do. So she doesn't hold back. And I think it's worth going out and appreciating that. And it just feels like there's people around you as well that maybe seem quite young at heart, but not in an immature way, just in a way of like, oh, you know, it's like the spring, it does this to us. We go like, oh, dandelions are out, let's go and, you know, blow the seeds away, or even though that's a bit later, but it just feels like all that's going on. There's a lot of joy. Like, I sometimes see that page of cups as like, he's got ideas, he's young and he doesn't really know the world, but he is full of joy and he's up for anything, and he's up for trying different things, and he's wearing his heart on his sleeve. Like this is really a week to be open and see and feel all the beauty that's around you. And, you know, that's good for a king to be around a page, because it's like the master and the end and the beginning. You might see someone and just go like, oh, I remember when I used to be like that. Gosh, I've come so far. Like, there's just anything could happen this week. Okay, what else is coming through? Judgment reversed. Oh, well, I've had 4 come out here, so I'm gonna put them all, let's do this. I'm gonna put them all up here. Okay, a lot of reversals. Okay. I've been saying this to everyone, and I don't want it to seem like I'm being generic. You need to get clear on that vision of what you want. This judgment reverse thing, and we've obviously got 7 of Swords, which is just big self-sabotage card. It feels like this, and it felt like this in a couple of the other readings I've done, that like, you're getting in your own way. Thinking too much. It's almost like you're thinking too much, and you need to just stop and take a walk and appreciate what's going on around you, because anything could happen. There's so much beauty around you. That's why this is quite strange for me that this has come up, because there's so much beauty happening in your environment and in yourself, and what's needed from you, and this trust. I think maybe this is about control. Stop trying to control everything. What would happen if you were just like, I'm just gonna let it flow this week. You know what? Take my hands off the steering wheel. I can't keep pushing. I can't do it, because you know what? I don't know what's going on. It just feels like a bit like that for me. It feels like you need to let go of controlling, because these things, you know, 9 of Cups, you know, judgment, that calling to you, it's all there. Like, it's all there. It's like I said before, like the flowers are coming up. That happens every year, but we're still sometimes like, oh, this is it now, life sucks. No, trust me. You're going to get to your 9 of Coins. If there's things that aren't working out in your environment, please trust that they will work out. If you didn't get a job, if, I don't know, a relationship didn't work out, or you're just having a bit of difficulty, please trust that it's all going to, you know, Wheel of Fortune, it's all going to come back on top. It will be spring again. But please don't get in your own way and stop the good things from happening by giving up or going, you know what, like, I'm gonna screw this sort of thing, life sucks. Please don't do that. Please go outside and look at what the world is offering you, and look and just appreciate the small things. I feel like it's going to be I feel like it's those small things that are going on, because it just feels like you're almost trying to protect yourself. It feels like you're just putting walls up around yourself, and you're the one doing it. No one else is doing it. So it's really worth, just take your foot off that. Take your foot off it. Take your hands off the steering wheel. this week and just go. I'm going to test this week what happens if I just let go, if I stop trying to control everything. What's going to happen? I guarantee things that you didn't expect would happen. Remember, anything could happen this week. Okay, let's just give you a final card. Restore. Yeah, I think I agree, mushroom mushroom card. Restore that. See, morels are a very interesting mushroom. They are quite rare and they grow out of, if you broke a piece of wood in half that was attached to a tree, they put all the energy into the broken bit that's not attached anymore, if that makes sense. They really attach themselves to that other part. They don't go like, oh, let's cling on to this. If take from that what you will. But they're a very rare mushroom, right? And they're hard to spot. It's all those small things, those hidden things that people don't notice, but you notice, and they will come out of you eventually and they'll bloom. Also, with the morel, that is rare. Like the Wheel of Fortune. What would happen if you just let go? Let everything happen and something really good happened. It seems like that's rare, but the more you let go, the more you'll get to see those things, those rare things that not everybody sees, because you've changed your mindset into knowing that everything's going to work out for you. And take that walk in nature, because that's the restore part. That's going to help you restore that really good and positive mindset. That is your true self. Okay. Have a lovely week, everybody, and I will see you soon. Please comment if this resonated with you. I hope it did in some forms. And please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Okay, bye.